taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out, their veteran quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Well, 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? It's actually been the opposite.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are on the board first here in the Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all away when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
A gain of 14. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's taken in by Hansen, complete. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. He already holds the all-time record for most Super Bowls. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked upon pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. They'll look to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And from the 34, here's second and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Shifts past him at the 45. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The second down complete to number 15. Brings up third down.
On the jump.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
This time they stay on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
2 yards to go, second down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for him. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this throw will be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
19 target, 19 target.
Now a give, right side. Garcia. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
The Lions offense set to take over.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, That may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Leads to second and
Come on,
goal.
come on. Hit. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Three quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Now, there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
19, Tiger, 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
16-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tied football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Cannot. Cougar 19. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might Remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Steelers set to take the field. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's McBride. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They'll set up a throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Steelers down 24-17, 2:23 to play. They have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll try the left side. Garcia. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Setting up to be a finish for the ages here. All tied in the final minutes of the Super Bowl as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McBride.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
2nd and 15. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, what a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here's 1st and 10.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Time for this one final